This week on New Homes Guide TV, building a house. From vacant land to key in hand, we take you behind the scenes. Get your friends talking with all the newest must-have home appliances. And why go out? The speakers and big screen to turn your home into the movies. Hit it out of the park with this one.
Welcome to World of Renovation.
You're always whinging about what I do.
I want to show him up any chance I can.
Hello there, it is great to have you back with us at New Homes Guide TV. How's that DIY project going at your place? Well, do not go it alone. Keep watching because we've got lots to show you this week. First up, let's stop in at Renovation Central with Sasha.
With this renovation, you can see the dated old, sort of a 70s style old home. It's going to have a whole new Art Deco front fascia. We've got asbestos, we've got rotting roof lines in here and rafters, and literally we're taking this entire roof off. We're only keeping some of the bricks. This property is a very, very dated Art Deco property in South Fremantle, and because it is an Art Deco theme, we're carrying that through in the new extension and addition, but we're taking it into a modern Art Deco. The clients came to me, they'd been working with another builder for a year. They were a bit going around circles, they were quite frustrated when they came to me. With the renovation company, $1 Million Makeovers and World of Renovation, we include everything from construction to your full fit out, and everything is specified. So it's a whole inclusive end-to-end service. Our time frames are hands down second to none, faster than any other builder by months and months. So not only are we competitive in our renovations and building contract prices in the main market, but when we're only going to take 8 weeks to 10 weeks for an extension and addition as opposed to standard timeframes being a year, we save the client $50,000 in rent. So when you factor that in, we actually become not only price competitive, but in the long run, cheaper and saving a whole lot of time and hassle than the mainstream builders. Right in the middle of construction. So we're about 4 weeks in, the slab's gone down, the stud walls are going up. We've reconfigured the old house. We've got the pool that's gone in first, and this is where the gorgeous new kitchen's going to be, lounge room, dining room, and once all this greenery comes in, it'll be a real beautiful oasis. If you don't have to bowl over and rebuild, often you can create the space in your existing footprint, so people just don't understand design and layout, and they just can't see past the house that they're living in. So if the footprint is big enough and we just take a few walls down and recreate a new floor space, it can really, really work. I'm standing in what was the old kitchen. Now the telltale signs of this old green Art Deco kitchen behind me shows you the age of the home. And this is what I'm talking about, where you can redesign. And where this old kitchen was, we've now built stud walls and a new entry. This is going to be the new master bedroom with a gorgeous ensuite flowing on. We've still got 3 other bedrooms and a bathroom, so this is converting to a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom with gorgeous kitchen, dining lounge, all overlooking a beautiful tropical Miami oasis. Well, it doesn't look that fancy right now, but I've seen the beautiful Art Deco interior designs that we're going to do and the gorgeous 3Ds of the finished product, and I know it's going to be amazing. So you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain by coming in and having a chat to my expert team at World of Renovation.
If you love New Homes Guide TV, find us on social media.
This is the moment everyone was waiting for. The announcement of the 2017 West Australian Home of the Year Award.
The winner today is Tony Tamisi Builders for Challenge Parade.
Thank you very much. I'm speechless. Thanks.
At this event, all finalists have already won in their region. They now compete for the chance to represent Western Australia on the national stage.
As it is the best of the best, the quality is exceptional, and through the whole awards process, a number of the judges were commenting on the high calibre of workmanship and design that we've seen in the West Australian Awards program throughout 2017.
There were more than 20 awards presented to builders from across the state. And shortly after winning, Tony and his wife still couldn't believe they'd taken out the top prize.
I'm still shocked. I'm numb. So I'm proud, I'm humbled, and I'm honoured to receive it.
Very proud of Tony because he works exceptionally hard. He's on site all the time. So we're very much a grassroots company, and it's a reflection of the amount of work that he's put in since he's been 15 years old as a brickie. So I'm proud. I'm really proud.
This was the winning house, a stunning home in City Beach, which also took out the Custom Built Home of the Year award. The couple have now been invited to the National HIA Awards next year, where they'll go up against the best of the best from across Australia. And if history is anything to go by, they may have a good chance.
Western Australia has won the Australian Home of the Year 3 or 4 times over the last 5 or 6 years, so we punch well and truly above our weight, and the quality of workmanship in Western Australia is held in high regard right across the country.
The industry's been in a tough time in terms of the volume of work that's available, but I think the quality of homes we're producing, as was on display today, was second to none, and we're obviously still holding our head high and representing the state very well nationally.
Good luck to everyone that has made it through the state awards this afternoon. Enjoy the afternoon, and thank you.
It's hard to single out everyone, but I'd like to thank all of our partners for being part of our awards program. Without their support, these events can't occur. So that everyone plays their part.
After the break, we catch up with Chloe.
Oh, look at that.
Our next story is all about taking an idea and making it a reality. Because we all know from experience that sometimes, even with all the energy and vision in the world, you can still end up stumped when it comes to getting your project off the ground. So, here are some practical solutions that are going to help you get from A right through to Z. There is a lot of work that goes into building a home, but what really happens during those construction months? Let's take a look. First, you've got the slab.
Today we're on site and it's pretty exciting because we've finally reached the first milestone of construction, your slab down.
It can take 6 months from when you sign your contract until the slab goes down. So why does it take half a year to get the slab down? Well, there's the admin. Contracts, building permits, shire approval, drawing up the plans, pre-start, scheduling materials, and then the construction of the slab can start. And getting this stage right is serious business.
Your slab is probably the most important part of your home because this is where your bricks sit on, your roof bears on, so all your weight is transversing down onto your slab and footing.
If these footings and the slab hasn't met the engineer's requirement, that can create problems down the line, as in, the slab could crack, then that will send cracks further up the walls.
The next step is the brickwork.
I've reached the second major milestone of the house, brickwork completion. This is when the house really comes to life, so it is so critical that this stage is done 100% correctly.
Every room and every wall is measured to make sure that clients are getting exactly what they paid for.
First thing I do when I get to site is visual. I go to the face brickwork first, making sure that all the perk joints, all the mortar joints are all at consistency, making sure that the walls are square, making sure that they're all level.
So at this stage when the bricklayer's on site, the supervisor will attend site every day, making sure that everything that's going into the home is done properly.
So when you get each stage right, you end up with a pretty great home.
Not only just proud of the trade that constructed this quality brickwork, but I'm also proud of the fact that I can be able to hand a house over knowing well that the client will be happy. And there's no greater feeling I can ask for than that.
But there is more. Next is the dry finishing and then the frame. But we've run out of time, so tune in next week to see all of that. I did tell you that a lot goes on.
For more information, go to newhomesguide.com.au.
I'm back here at Winning Appliances with Nick from ASCO, and I believe that he's going to cook us some lunch.
Yeah, I'm going to cook up some stir-fried beef on the volcano wok burner.
Great, let's get started.
Wicked.
This isn't your average cooktop because there's more than meets the eye, and Rick explains why.
The ASCO Duo Fusion cooktop, which provides not only the powerful volcano wok burner with the gas flame, but with the added dynamic of high technology induction cooktop.
The gas flame is completely controllable with a wide heating range and high output. ASCO say it's this function which allows you to cook faster and more economically. It has 3 functions, including outer flame, simmer mode and direct flame. And how cool is this? While you concentrate on the wok, you can let one of the auto programs on the induction cooktop cook something else.
Turn the cooktop on. You hear a little bit of a pop and you'll see there's a big difference straight away.
Wow, yeah, it's sort of in the middle except for around the edges.
Exactly right. So basically what that is the heat from this from the burner, it directly hits the base of the pan, which means that all the heat goes straight to the bottom. So when I put the pan straight on that cooktop, what you see is there's no heat coming up the sides and it's all directionalised at the bottom.
Great. The dials are formed from high quality solid steel. The sturdy pan support is made from cast iron and is covered with an extra resistant smooth coating, which makes it easy to clean.
The Volcano directs the really strong heat to the base of the pan. It's got an outer flame as well, which provides heat to the outside of the bowl. So it's a really efficient method.
Second thing it does is it also means it evaporates the moisture that comes out of the food. So we get a lovely caramelised coating on the actual on the meat that we're going to put in there today.
Oh, look at that.
So you can see you've got a lovely brown coating, caramelised outside of that meat, already starting to occur.
The ASCO Duo Fusion is available in a black ceramic glass or a matte black finish. Wow, thanks for showing me that. It's really impressive.
Not a problem, but now we need to clean up. So we've just got a damp cloth here. Because of the way that this cooktop's produced with the high quality elements of it, it's just a nice wipe down.
Oh, that's all you need to do.
And we're done.
Quick and easy. All right, well, thanks for that. And we'll catch you later.
And what have Carol and Russell been up to this week?
Russell said to me, I'm really impressed with you. It's the best thing I've ever done.
Find out after the break.
Now, this is something you don't see every day, a heritage-listed home with an ultra-modern extension. New custom brick designs are allowing architects to take their creativity to a whole new level.
Think Brick's an excellent material. Firstly, we're in WA, so it's readily available, it's affordable, and especially when you don't put an applied finish on it like paint or clad it, it's so low maintenance, you don't have to do anything. It is the final finish.
Austral Bricks are a national manufacturer of clay brick product, and the key focus for Austral Bricks is to make beautiful products that last forever.
Exposed bricks seem to be making a comeback in Perth.
Has a huge array of creative talent, and we can see some really amazing projects coming out in the last 5 years in particular that show bricks in a whole new sense. You can do all sorts of things with bricks. It's not just flat walls that we're seeing anymore, we're seeing lots of really sophisticated detailing.
Darlene says this home on George Street in Fremantle is a great example of how Austral Bricks can be used to create something very unique.
This home actually has a lot of history. It used to be a workers' cottage. It's a set of 4 which were built back in 1910.
It's a state listed heritage property, so it's a grade A listing, which means it's probably the highest calibre heritage listing you can get, which was quite exciting to work with because it meant something quite special. Well, it warranted quite a special extension.
The best thing about this home is it's an alteration and addition that really respects and pays tribute to the existing heritage, the Fremantle heritage. So you have your cottage, your traditional red brick and limestone, and it transforms into this beautiful contemporary piece of art, essentially.
I really believe that if you're going to do an extension on a character building, it can't just tie in and try to look like the original cottage. A big effort was made to complement it, but the extension was meant to look like a modern extension. On the ground level, we wanted to use a face brick for many reasons. I think there's a lot of good examples of face brick being used on George Street and around East Fremantle. It does reference the character of the area quite well. The existing house has some red brick around the windows, so we picked up on that but used a contemporary red smooth brick.
Not a detail was missed, and the placement of bricks was very particular.
To add a bit of interest, we got some custom dark reds made over east, glazed bricks, to mix in with that.
Simone hand drew the design she wanted for the glazed brick layers, and unlike the traditional white mortar, she even chose a colour to complement the bricks.
think if you go to your brick supplier, such as Brickworks, and talked about your project, what are you trying to achieve? And often they can take quite a consultative role in that and suggest some great ideas, such with this project.
This sends a really great message to people to start thinking about things in a different way and to not just limit yourself to what you know, to try and think outside the square.
To see all of our episodes, go to newhomesguide.com.au.
I've got a huge surprise today for Russell. We're getting air conditioning and solar panels put into the house. I'm so happy, but I'm really not sure if he's going to be happy.
We met Carol on the weekend and we came in, did a quote for her yesterday, and then as a bit of a rush, as a surprise for her husband, she wanted to try and get it in and rang us last night and said, can we put the aircon in? So that's what we've done. We've got it in today for her.
Russell always goes on about money, so when he finds out that I'm doing this without even talking to him, he may not be happy. When he drove up, he's kind of looking like, what the heck is going on here?
What's Carol done now?
And I thought, oh, hang on, let's wait for the reaction. We're now going to have reverse cycle air conditioning. Sol gets out of the car and he's really blooming happy.
Got home today and Carol, what a surprise. Whole house done with solar. I'm amazed. It's unbelievable. 4 hours they did the whole lot.
I can't believe it. I've spent money on doing something like this without even talking to him, and he's really happy.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, they're so modern looking. Better than those old ones with the vents that all come out.
I know, yeah. There was about 9 guys here. There was people doing the electrical, people cutting holes in the roof to put the ducts in. There's guys all over the roof with solar panels. It was all happening.
Mr. Carol, thanks, honey. It's a great surprise.
First of all, it's going to add value to our home. Secondly, it's going to save us money on electricity and power. Thirdly, I'm not going to have to worry about the hot flushes anymore. I'm going to be cool and warm in winter.
Just in time for summer, yeah, absolutely. So hopefully the way that this is balanced and the way that the system is, it's a very energy efficient system. Hopefully from here that their energy bills will be reduced down dramatically as well.
We've got aircon, fantastic. She's going to be happy. Maybe my life will be much easier during this summer. I've got to hope so.
Russell said to me, I'm really impressed with you. It's the best thing I've ever done. It's a bit sad, really. He's happy and really, to be honest, Russell's pretty easy pleased.
After the break,
Hey Justin, you may feel like you've just gone down to the local cinema, but believe me, we haven't left the store.
the speakers and big screen to turn your home into the movies. If you get all giddy with excitement by talk of colour palettes, textures and finishes, then decorating is clearly your thing. Don't go anywhere. We've sent our team on a mission to discover the dark arts of interior design.
This incredible Mosman Park mansion sits on the bank of the Swan River. But it's the interior design of this home which takes this residence to a whole different league.
So in our business at Mida Interiors, we provide a complete interior design service, predominantly to the residential market, so residential interiors, for new homes, renovations and post-constructions.
Kate says interior design is much more than fluffing a few cushions. She offers a full architectural interior design service for pre- and post-construction. That includes everything from the landscaping to choosing the door handles inside. And Kate is extremely proud of the transformation of this home.
We inherited the house in a unfinished state. It was halfway there but not quite there, so it needed a lot of attention. All the wet areas were tiled and most of the cabinetry was in, but we got a new brief from the client, a new direction, and we started again.
So over 2 years, Kate and her team created this masterpiece. They revamped the home, by reconfiguring rooms, changing the interior architecture, redesigned the cabinets and chose new flooring and tiles. The clients wanted their 3-storey home to have a timeless elegance, so Kate used modern designs and colours to give the home its opulence.
The reason why I feel interior design is so important is to have a home that's unique, that represents the family that lives in there, and to create a lifestyle.
Kate says each room flows and complements each other, except for one.
Hard to believe, but I'm in the same home. This is the cellar or the man cave, and it feels like we're in a different era. I love its juxtaposition compared to the rest of the home.
In every home, I try and educate my clients that it's very important that every room has a purpose and tells a story.
Kate has more than 20 years' experience and prides herself on her attention to detail. And she even offers interior design courses so you can learn some of her skills.
So when people ask me what do I do day to day, we do create lifestyles. The most rewarding part of our job is when we see clients in tears of happiness at the end, and just like they never thought that this was possible and they couldn't have imagined it. So that's what keeps me going.
So if you're chasing your dream home, find out more at this website.
For more information, go to newhomesguide.com.au.
Hi, welcome to West Coast Hi-Fi.
Thanks, Scott. Nice to meet you. Now, I'm just trying to work out whether I should put a TV in my theatre room or whether I should put a projector in.
Okay, so usually the first question I'd ask in this situation is, do you have a dedicated room for a theatre?
I do, yes.
Oh, fantastic. So in that situation, we'd definitely lean towards using projection.
Okay, no worries. So can we go and have a look at a few?
Absolutely. TV is great for an open plan, well-lit sort of living room or a fresco, for instance, bedrooms. If you have a dedicated home theatre, then you really should be looking at projection. They really are the way to go. And here we have one of our CinemaScope packages. You know when you go to the movies and the movie starts just after the previews, the curtains open, the screen gets a bit wider and really draws you into the movie. That's what we achieve with this. So when the movie starts, the picture grows wider, not higher, so it won't hurt your eyes, and just draws you into that first scene.
How much is something like this?
Okay, so the CinemaScope packages start from just a touch under $10,000 fully installed. Now the same package without CinemaScope, you're going to have that installed for around about $7,500. For about $7,500, you'll be very surprised at what you get. You get a 100-inch screen with projection, full surround sound. It's fully installed. You've got your Blu-ray sorted. You've got your Netflix going, free-to-air TV. If you've got Foxtel, if you've got a PlayStation, we'll connect all that. Better still, if you want, we can put everything onto an iPad and you can control it by the touch of a button.
Okay, great. And what if I wanted something a bit more exciting than what we've got here?
Oh, you've come to the right place. If you want to take it to the next level, we're certainly happy to help you with that. Hey Justin, you may feel like you've just gone down to the local cinema, but believe me, we haven't left the store. This is our true 4K Dolby Atmos cinema. We put the speakers behind the screen for a massive impact to have the sound coming out of the movie. It's like dropping yourself in the middle of the actual scene. It's pretty awesome.
Tell me about the roof.
Oh, the roof is fantastic. It does feel like you're under the stars. This is our starlight ceiling. We custom install these for our customers, not just for the look, but also to really help with the acoustics, is to have the sound from the speakers come to your ears, not bounce off all the walls and ceilings as well. If you're building or renovating, just don't know where to start, it's definitely come in. Bring your floor plans if you can, or have them emailed through, and we can then go through, ask a lot of questions about what they're trying to achieve, and also talk about budget and make sure we get the best bang for the buck and install something they can be proud of. It's always good to try before you buy, but here you get to have a lot of fun as well. So yeah, come on down and we'll show you Foxtel, TV, Blu-ray, gaming, whatever tickles your fancy. We'll show you how to install it in your house and what's going to suit the size room you're looking to do.
Well, thanks so much for your time. It's been an amazing experience to see what you guys have here.
You're welcome, Justin. We'll see you next time.
I can't believe the show's over already. But the good news, we'll be back next week with more of the best from WA's building and reno scene. See you then.